Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. Last time we did some, well, more or less we simply annexed a lot of places, and that's virtually all we did really. Didn't actually do much more than that. We also fought a war against England, took Ireland and Wales. And today I was thinking that we will be going after... Damn hiccups. Today I was thinking that we will be going after probably Austria, completing Styria so I can annex them. And we'll probably also aim at annexing probably both Styria and Lerg. Then we'll take Tyrone and Wales. So we do still have overextension issues, and they're going to be an issue for I think quite a while here. I might have to lag behind an administrative tech, kind of like I have with diplomatic tech right now. It seems to be really the only option, and I think we'll just have to do that. We'll make calls of Perigord here. We'll try to avoid coring anything that's French ourselves that we haven't actually taken, because of the fact that it's a little bit of extra expense, and the simple reason is that the how should I put this? They have an idea or some sort of boost, I guess I should call it, where they end up costing twice as much for the coring in administrative points. So we don't really want to do that. For now, I think what we will be doing is, as I said, send these guys back to Europe. We'll be fighting, or to Austria. We'll be fighting them, and it should be fairly alright to go ahead and do so. I think I'll send probably everything. I might keep that 20k army in Tyrone, Vicious. I guess we'll decline. We still have low legitimacy. So yeah, I'll be sending everything except this 20k army to the Austrian border. That means I'll send everything I have in Hispania as well. And the reason for that is simple. No, I think I'll need another 20k army here, just in case revolts. So, change of plans. You are hereby announced an upgrade, or you will be given an upgrade. We'll make this into a 20k army and use that instead. I did not want to go into the buildings tab. So yeah, I'm really kind of grumpy today, so I probably shouldn't have opted to record, but it's either this or nothing, so I apologize on behalf of my, well, grumpiness in advance, I guess I should say. The Roman Empire has enacted a reform, and they also still chose Bavaria as their leader. So that's fine. Erkemene Pefirnig. National tax modifier plus 25%. Members get -5. So what I think we'll actually have to do is cut Bavaria down to size. By doing so, it'll be a little bit more open who the Holy Roman Emperor might be. Potentially, I might even guess that the Holy Roman Emperor might actually become Pomerania, which in turn would be hilarious. It seems like they've done a lot of marriage and inherited stuff, which is interesting in its own right. And we'll also move, as I said, all of the armies over to the areas we want them. So I'll just get everything ready and set up, and then we'll declare war on Austria. There we go. We're basically ready here. We'll have 100,000 troops on the border, and with that we'll go for a superiority war here. Allied with Poland, Brittany, Brandenburg, Lorraine, the Palatinate, Saxony, Naples, and Savoy. They're part of the Empire, and Bavaria will protect them. So I have one hell of a war, but I can potentially vassalize Savoy. I can potentially cause some trouble for Naples. Brandenburg, do you guys still alive? Yeah, one province. Lorraine. One province? But they're not actually allied with Alsace because they have a core that I want. But who cares? I need also apparently to annex Trebisond. I completely forgot about them, so we'll send someone here to make them a little bit happier about the fact that I am their overlord. And whom else? Styria, Trebisond, and Toulouse. That is what I need to annex first, it seems like. Scotland will fall fairly soon, so it's not like it's a problem, or fall, it will be annexed. But we'll go for Holy War here against the Austrians, which should be fairly interesting. I can take both a diplomatic tag and a defensive or offensive idea, but for now we'll wait due to the fact that we get better troops on the next level. So I don't really see any need to go ahead and pull something out a little bit, well, forceful more. Baden, Brandenburg, Lorraine, Naples, Poland, Savoy, Saxony, the Palatinate. So we're actually fairly equal on troops, but I think I can beat them with, well, to some extent just withering them down. We'll see how it goes. Potentially I might actually march down here, get rid of Naples, and then continue the war. We'll see how it goes. I'll show you the biggest baddest battles. But as you can see, the Battle of Vienne wasn't a battle, it was just a slaughter. We'll just start doing some sieges, and we'll see how it all turns out. Should be interesting. Currently there's a very big army that's currently marching straight towards me. Basically a combined army by Bavaria and the miners, more or less. So, it's going to hit on the 5th or the 7th. 5th apparently. And I'm going to basically just send people in backup. The problem here is I should probably have got myself a leader before doing this, but that is fine, I hope. So let us see if we can force a victory out of this. They did have negatives, so to speak, but yeah, I did have a leader here. Austria probably had one. They do have a fairly good general, 4-6-3-2. So he's ridiculously good. And considering that, I might have to be a little bit careful here. I think Poland can't actually run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can run to Krakow, and that's it. So that is fairly alright. Let's see, that's that. Join these up, we split that up, and then we hunt you down. So apparently I did a very bad mathematics calculation here, but that's fine. I'll join everyone up here and see how it actually turns out. There should be a 10,000 man army. That is my mistake here. That's 120k. That is... yeah. I split a 10,000 army in two, and that is currently why the math isn't working. So, I'll do a little bit more, well, sieges and fighting. And I'll show you the bigger battles, but I don't think we'll have anything bigger than what you just saw. Potentially here, there will be a couple of those just to whittle them down. We'll see how it goes. Once again, it is a fairly big army, a Bavarian army, and an army combined of, well, the smaller, well, armies, I guess I should call them. I think I'll detach this one and send it to potential backup here. Yeah, I need to send everything in backup. No, I think we'll actually go ahead here and retreat. Just pull back before things get a little bit too dicey, and hopefully then have them attack us again. The reason, well, the way to do this, I think, will be by doing this here. I think I'll put Mustafa in charge of that one, put Ladin in charge of that one. We'll pull... Why is the entire army moving? There we go. It actually makes sense. So there's a very big army here, 70,000 men. That's more or less standing there, ready to cause trouble. If they siege some Styrian lands, I'd be honest to say that I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like it's a big problem, per se. But, yeah, if I could go on Military Tech 19, then things would be very much interesting. They would become very interesting. I'll join this into one army. It's actually a 50,000 man army now. And I think I'll actually allow these guys to hit. 20th of October. Then we'll... Wow, they took a lot of losses there at once. So, once again, we do have a fairly good general ourselves, or a fair, but we are beating them in the battles, and that's what counts. It drives up their war exhaustion more than us, prestige losses. The only negative is, of course, that they do gain a lot of army, or how should I put this, they do get a lot of unnecessary army tradition that I don't really have to give them, and that is currently causing me a little bit of trouble here. Scotland has been annexed, fairly good. We'll also go ahead here, I think, and split this one into two armies. I think it's best for the best way to use it, rather than having it into two big ones. And they will be back fairly shortly. That's the only negative thing I have to say about the fact they can only retreat so far. I believe it's 5 spaces now, and that is why I was doing the count earlier. But yeah, I think it's only 5 spaces now. The enemy can retreat, and fair enough, that is good, but when you reach a certain size, it simply becomes annoying, because the armies are too big to be shattered in a single battle anyways, and just having them run 5 spaces back, when you can't really hunt them unless putting your whole army at risk, doesn't really make too much sense for me. I'd rather have it that they would get, a time penalty more or less, because that is basically what you're giving them when they retreat, a time penalty before the army can actually be put into action again. As you can see, we're actually winning this war, but I don't think we will be getting too much out of it just yet. Apparently I can't actually demand anything from Bavaria. I'll have to demand it from Austria itself. What we'll be demanding here is this. That is a definite. And I will also, I think, take Steiermark for the same simple reason to see if a militarist ruler will buy Holy Roman Empire land. So, with that said, I'll continue the war. We'll be fighting as we see fit, and hopefully we can pull off a victory here. That is a big army, so we'll have to send some backup here to help. And yes, that is a very big, annoying army. So, let us see here if we can join up everything without getting into trouble. Let's see how this battle actually turns out. I'm losing a lot of troops because I am having the lesser amount, so to speak, to begin with. And that is currently causing me a ton of problems. Why am I losing so many men? I better morale, I better everything. I think we need to retreat here. Unless I want to lose everything. Yeah, as you can see, I lost a ton of people. And I only got 1.8% army tradition. Well, ain't that rich. And these guys, of course, they needs to run as well. Otherwise, they'll just be destroyed. I think that Bavarian army is going to be in hell annoying thing to deal with. But for now, we'll have to retreat. We did lose one battle. It's not like it's the end of the world. All I need to do is basically retreat, allow them to reinforce. I do have enough troops for that to, or enough manpower for that to happen. So we'll have to see how this actually plays out. I have no idea what I want to do right now, but for now, I'll aim at getting the armies to reinforce a little. I'll see if I can piece out someone here, Poland, Savoy, anyone really, and we'll see if I can pull something out of the hat that way. So we will definitely be coming back here, and the reason for that is that I now have the Gustavian infantry. Gustavian infantry is level 19 in military attack. It gives an increase in military attack by 0.5. I can now use Tertio or Reform Tertio, Gustavian infantry, Highlands infantry, and I can also build a war college. So all in all, it's not a horrible thing to have. We'll go ahead and upgrade our troops as soon as, well, the end of the month comes close. Do we have anything who's actually fighting anywhere? I don't think so. England is falling to peasants, so we'll probably get a, republic. Might have. We'll go for Gustavian since I see them as the most balanced, I think. Yeah, we'll go for Gustavian here. And we'll put my higher general, Dursun. We might actually win this still with that general. It'll take a little bit of effort, but it should be fine. They are allowing their armies to stand here and take attrition. We'll go ahead and march on these guys. I'll just allow them to reinforce. There we go. We're back at full strength, more or less. I do have my 100,000 troops again. I'll march some down there. I'll march most of them just up here. The reason for that is they should be far superior to anything else, or anything that my opponents can feel right now. I have Gustavian, the next level tank. I think I'm 2 attacks ahead of Bavaria. I'm 2 attacks ahead of Bavaria. I'm 2 attacks ahead of Austria, and with that, Poland is ahead of both Austria and Bavaria. That is fairly interesting to note. But yeah, I think I should be fine. Let's see, where is my leader? Let us march those 2 up there. Let us march these guys down here. Cut off the potential escape route. I'll be marching one army down here to deal with the Neapolitans. They have level 18, so I have better units, per se. I should have at least. And with that, we might actually end up here in a very interesting battle indeed. Let us see here if we can actually pull off or force here a battle in the mountains. That would be fairly alright. Let's also go ahead and get Mustafa out of the zone where he could potentially cause trouble. We'll put him in charge of this army. And then we'll see what we decide to do afterwards. I think I'll go ahead here and destroy that one. If these guys chose to attack here, that would be great. Where's my... There, do we have him? And I'll have all of the army simply now go on that one. So let's see here how many losses we can actually inflict. Not really that many, but we did drive them off. I'm a little bit uncertain if I actually want to join up all of my armies and simply aim at hunting them down now. Just hunt them down wherever they're going. I have no idea where they would actually go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Anhalt or Brunswick. Do we want to try and follow them? think we might do. If I destroy the army here, then it's basically game over for them. No, we'll play it. We'll play it a little bit more careful. Just place the armies back in sieging positions and allow them to hit us once more. We do have the manpower. It's not like we have to force forth a victory here, so we're perfectly safe still. I think I'll also go ahead and upgrade the diplomatic tech to level 14, the Gallius. Reason for that is that we weren't getting a lot of it, and I think I still have enough to make the piece that I want here. Gallius, level 14. I can now build and use a Gallius, which we probably won't. So, I'll march these guys down and we'll challenge the Napoleon army. I'll probably just keep on sieging Austria. They don't really have that much that I want here. They basically have Graz, Trent, and Tyrol. I think I'll take Tyrol due to the fact it's a gold province, worth a lot. And if I can't sell it to Styria, then I'll simply have to pour it. It doesn't have any extra cost, but it is a high base tank, so potentially I should take Steiermark just to test my theory first, so we'll see what we do. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait until next time. Thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Feel free to come with comments, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I do hope to see you next time. Bye.